that I have anyone important to talk to.
Everybody's listening to you right now.
Hi.
Hello, everybody. This is Chris from the Stewart Buzz. We have Esther Bay with us today, as we always do. So we are here to talk about the pyramids, because it is such a mystery to people how the pyramids were built. I am going to actually help you understand how the pyramids were built, because Esther happens to know everything about pyramids. So, Esther, tell me about the pyramids, because you said earlier today when we were talking that you had vast knowledge on pyramids because you went to pyramid school, didn't you?
No, I did not go to pyramid school that I recall. Maybe in my past life, but like not in this one.
I was told you went to pyramid school. I don't understand how you could not go to pyramid school. So, do you know how? Or let's start from the beginning. Why did they build the pyramids?
For the pharaohs.
You cheated, didn't you?
No, I actually didn't. I remember that from like middle school history.
Who were the pharaohs?
Like royalty.
Okay, cool. Like King Tut, you mean?
Who's that?
She definitely earned the star on that one. King Tut. You never heard of King Tut?
No. Maybe by face. Like if I see a picture of him, I'd be like, oh, that's my boy.
No, I don't think so. He was like back in the day, like before any of us were even thought of. So anyway, what they did is they buried them. So I actually wanted to know if they truly did booby traps inside these pyramids. So if anybody tries to get in, they have these like darts coming out or this and that, like almost like Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the answer to that?
I mean, according to my non-education in pyramid school, I'd say sure. Yeah, there are definitely some booby traps.
Wrong.
What?
No booby traps.
So you lied?
So I'm telling you the truth. There is no booby traps. But what happened was, is that they decided to build false roads inside the pyramid.
Oh, like to confuse people?
So, yeah, so they don't know where they're going. So they would do false entrances. So the entrance to the pharaoh, where the pharaoh would be, or inside the pyramid, they would have a real entrance, and then it would have fake entrance, and then they would have fake pathways to go into nowhere, which is pretty cool, but a little confusing.
Okay.
How did they get those big ass rocks? Big. I mean, these pyramids are big. They're not the size of your house. They're very, very large, and they're very large stones. How did they move them? With the John Deere? I mean,
it was probably multiple people. I don't know.
Multiple people.
I'm assuming it's multiple people that were, doing that.
It has been said back in the day where these pyramids are, because they're all around each other, as you notice. There's not one 50 miles away. There's another one 10 miles away. There's a 16 miles away. So they're really near each other. So back in the day, it's desert now, but it wasn't. There was, the Euphrates River. There was all that, but there was a river going through where they can float extremely heavy stones in the river to get to its place. And where there wasn't, did you ever walk on the beach barefoot?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. What is easier to walk on? The sand where the water was and then receded, or the sand where the water never hit?
The sand where the water was.
Right, because it makes it firmer, correct?
Yes.
All right, so that's what they did. They poured a whole bunch of water where the loose sand was, and that's how they were able to move the large stones into place. And then they take I'm actually cheating because I'm looking at this now. So what's kind of weird is they moisten the sand to make the sand firm so it's easier for them to move. All right. The Egyptians believed in an afterlife, and the pyramid was meant to be a what for the pharaoh's soul. What was it meant to be?
What you just said.
No,
For the pharaoh's soul.
it was meant to be what
Oh.
for the pharaoh's soul.
Man, I don't even know. It's their tombstone where they lie.
A
Like,
launch pad for the pharaoh's soul.
there you go. I was close enough.
Yeah. Close enough. I mean, why do you smell like quiche?
I just had it. It was so good.
All right. I might have thought of it for the weekend. But anyway, so it was a launch pad to ascend to the heavens. That's what it was made for. So were the people or the pharaohs or the kings mummified or not mummified?
They were mummified.
Okay, you got that question correctly.
All right, cool. Again,
Along with treasures or multiple question,
okay.
food or sacred items.
Is it one of those three choices? Just one?
I didn't say that.
I feel like it's sacred items and what was the other option?
You had
Items and
treasures.
And treasures,
food,
yes.
And
Sacred items and treasures.
okay, it was all three.
Why would you take food with you? Like you're dead.
That's something that we're going to have to ask them. So
It does not make any sense.
we can have a seance later.
Like that's a waste of food. Like it's a waste of food. It's gonna go bad. Like that's not cool.
I would assume it is going to go bad unless, like, the pharaoh seems to wake up from the dead and eat the food.
Do you think he would?
I don't know. It's probably happened.
Do you believe in mummies like walking around and chasing people?
Well, they're mummified. I'm not sure if they're called mummies. I think that's TV.
Okay.
Maybe it's called mummy still. I don't know. The bigger the pyramid, the more what the pharaoh had. Size doesn't always matter. I'm just saying, the bigger the pyramid, the more what did the pharaoh have? This is an educational, actually, video regarding pyramids, stuff like that. But I want to see. We were just checking to see how intelligent she is today.
I mean, like the more like followers they had.
Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, like the more people, followers. This day and age, we'll say followers.
The bigger the pyramid, the more divine status and wealth did the pharaoh have.
Right.
Yes.
I guess I was wrong. More followers. Not it. Not hot.
So the pyramid's shape symbolized the what connecting the pharaoh with the what? Hey, don't be cheating.
Okay, I'm sorry. Finish
Did
your
you just
question.
swallow something? It came like. I wish we can rewind that.
My latte. I swallowed my latte. Yes.
Okay. And the pharaoh, the pyramid's shape symbolizes the sun's rays connecting the pharaoh with
The afterlife.
no.
Okay.
The pharaoh with Ra, the sun god.
How do you expect me to know any of this?
Because you're like 10 and you just went to school.
Okay.
I didn't go to school. Like, I graduated in 1980.
I haven't learned about this since I was 11.
Excuse me.
That was 20 years ago.
Wait a minute now. I graduated high school in 1980, right? Mm-hmm. So what year were you born?
93.
I rest my case.
I haven't learned about this since I was in middle school, and that was literally 20 years ago.
No excuse.
That's a long time. A time that I do not want to go
move on.
back to. So why are we going back to it? I don't know.
And that's a boring question. We're going to move on from that one.
Fair enough.
I want to make sure that we get all the stuff there. The pyramids are precisely aligned. This is too deep for you. I'm not going to be able to do it. Some scholars believe the layout reflects what? Some scholars believe that the pyramid's layout reflects what?
Okay, can you give me like multiple choice or something? Like,
Yes.
it's fair enough. Okay.
Okay.
Go.
The pyramids reflect the shape of a pyramid. That's number one. The pyramids reflect the shape of the solar system. That's two. Or a gateway to heaven. That's three.
A gateway to
None of
heaven.
the above.
A gateway to heaven.
No.
This is ridiculous.
No, the scholars believe that the layout reflects the stars, constellations, or acted as a celestial gateway.
Well, how do they know for
Any
sure?
monkey would know that,
Yeah, no. You only knew that because you had the answers.
but you didn't.
Because you had the answer.
You had time.
You had the answer.
You had time. You were coming in here to Google everything.
I didn't, though. I didn't get to. You told me I could when we're here, and then, like, I didn't get to. I didn't even know the questions. It's like you're asking me them last minute. I don't even have time to look it up.
The ancient Egyptians were, so they gave you a hint on this.
Oh, boy.
Were booby-trapped? Yes or no?
No.
That's correct. No. I'm very proud of you.
I
Because I
remember.
literally just said that a little while ago.
I remember. I do have quite a good memory.
Real security measures, false passages, and chambers were built to confuse the people if they broke into it. Builders often included decoy tunnels and fake rooms to confuse intruders, which you would clearly be confused. Heavy granite blocks were slid into corridors after the burial to block access and make passage nearly impossible, sealing everything off. You got that?
Yep. Got that.
Okay. Now, that was enough history for today.
Yes.
What'd you do this weekend?
Oh, my God. Bad decision.
What'd you do this weekend?
Didn't do such good things.
Because, this is the life and time of Mr. Bay. We wanted to just see how intelligent you really were.
I am. Honestly, I'd have to say I'm pretty intelligent.
Okay, 1 out of 10.
9, because there's always room for improvement.
But wait, okay, so I'm going to ask you a question. If I was to pick a number between 1 and 20, what number would it be? I asked this on my Facebook page, by the way.
Between 1 and 20? Why can't we do like 1 and 10?
1 and 20.
Okay.
What comes after 19?
20.
It's 20.
20. Thank
Okay.
you for help with
So
pronunciation.
between 1 and 20,
Uh-huh.
what's the number I'm thinking of? They're psychics, supposed to know this stuff.
14.
Oh, you dumbass. I mean, 14?
Oh.
We're not talking about your intellectual mind. We're talking about the number 1 through 20.
I literally just
Read
gave you a
my
number.
mind.
I read your mind.
That's what you do.
I mean,
Ready, go.
7. Laughing at me.
Because there's half of 14.
I don't know. I said 13 before.
No, you said 14.
Jeez.
I was here. It's on recording.
Okay.
It's here, recording.
All right.
So, you're wrong. And I'm not telling everybody what it is because, well, the contest will be over afterwards anyway. So, you said that you were not necessarily well behaved this weekend. What does that mean? Because you told me that, number 1, no more cops. Number 2, no more men in uniform.
Okay.
What happened? Oh my God! Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Let's just say a blast from the past came back and they should have stayed.
A blast from the past came back and smacked you on the.
No. He came back from the past
And did what?
and should have just stayed there.
Well, what'd you guys do?
I should not have responded. That's all. I should not have responded to the text. Nothing. It just
So you
pointless.
didn't meet.
No.
Can you guys tell when she's lying and when she's not?
Not lying.
Let's ask this question again.
Okay.
Did you guys meet for coffee?
No.
Okay. Did you meet for anything else?
No.
For nothing.
For nothing.
You met for nothing.
Meant for nothing.
So you did meet.
I did not meet for anything. I did not meet.
Okay. You just texted?
Yeah, I shouldn't have responded.
Tell me why.
Why? Because people don't change, you know? I mean, it's unfortunate, but people don't change, you know? People,
So I know people that changed.
if they want to, yeah. But if someone, you know, just lies to you and, you know, wants something from you, I doubt that.
What do you think he wanted? Do you wanted knowledge on the pyramids?
You know what? It doesn't matter. This
No, it does. That's why we're here. It's probably just a lifetime Esther Bay. Come on, guys. Chip in. Have a conversation about this because you know what? Esther said it doesn't matter. And this is the reason you're sitting here right now because you want to talk about what this dude wanted. Did he want eggs and ham?
I don't know, but I'm not cooking for him. Not cooking.
What did he want? So who you contacted him or he contacted
No, he
you?
contacted me and I'm like, he's like, hello. I'm like, hi. Like, with a question mark. Like, is there something you want? Like,
Okay, but why bother even answering?
you know what? I shouldn't have. And like, I'm very disappointed in myself for answering, but like, I'm not going to speak to him again. Why are you
How many times have you said that?
once a month?
Yeah, okay, so did you make plans to meet up with him?
No.
This is the time to tell the truth.
I'm not under oath or anything. No, I'm not.
You not make plans to meet him today.
No, not today. Oh my God, no. It's not happening.
You made plans. You did.
No, I said it's not happening.
It doesn't matter. You made them.
I didn't make them.
You did.
No, I didn't.
You did.
How do you know?
That's what I did.
All right. So how about you tell me what I did?
No, you. Okay, so
Okay.
you stayed home all weekend.
No.
Where'd you go?
I went to my friend Gabby's for the weekend.
And nobody came to visit Gabby's house?
One of our friends,
I talked to Gabby.
two of our friends actually.
Let's call Gabby on the phone right now and see.
I mean, sure. I don't really know what.
I would have to call her.
Oh, okay. All right.
So maybe Gabby can shed some light.
I don't think like I'm not gonna like give you her number. So like I'm just gonna call her.
No, you can't call her. I have it. It goes through the switchboard.
She doesn't pick up on numbers she doesn't know.
Well, then say, pick up the phone because Chris is going to call you on the podcast. It's really not that difficult. Now,
I'm waiting to see if she refuses.
did you get stupid drunk over Abby's house?
Gabby's house? No, I didn't get stupid drunk.
Did you throw up?
No.
Did you shit yourself? Did you go to the bathroom, like, unintentionally?
No. Oh my gosh, no.
That hasn't happened before. Oh,
Who's that?
it's TikTok.
Oh.
I have 2 more followers. All right, so, who came over to visit Abby?
She said, oh boy. can he call you?
Just answer the question.
Who? Greg.
Well, does the person that came over to visit you and Abby,
Gabby.
that's the name. I was thinking of David Landers. Does this person ever wear a uniform?
No, he does not actually. You'd be very proud of me.
Sure, so sure of that. I really believe that you would stop. I do.
I mean, Friday, yes, I did.
Right. What'd you do Friday?
Well, I went out for drinks with one of my friends in Palm Beach.
And what's your friend's name?
Lacey.
Lacey.
Yeah.
Do I know Lacey?
No. No.
Okay. Two people just pulled up.
Are they hot?
I don't know. You can see the person. They're right there.
Not hot.
Well, that's
She's hot. He's not.
okay. Clearly see which way you're going. There's a little fist going on inside. Okay, so you met up with your friend Lacey, but coincidentally, there seems to be somebody there.
No, they messaged me.
Right.
They messaged me.
And then they asked you where you were.
Yeah, they're like, "How are you?" And I'm like,
No, they wanted to know.
"Well, that's kind of weird." But
They didn't ask you where you were?
I did.
Right. And you told them.
I did.
Because you don't know how to shut up. Why did you tell this person where you were?
I mean, what are they going to do? Show up there? No.
They could. I mean, it's happened to you before.
No,
And then you got into a bit of a scuffle.
We're trying to steer away from people in uniform. I shouldn't have responded to him. I'm like mad at myself for responding to him.
If you're going to a restaurant or a bar, they're in uniform.
I got to see if they're hot or not.
They're wearing waiters' uniforms.
Oh, no.
That doesn't work. So what was so bad that you did if you didn't do anything?
I should not have given him the time of day or night.
Okay.
Okay.
Do I need to expand on that in any way, or do you need
Nope.
to expand on that in any way?
Nope.
So you did not meet up with him. Because if you lie, that will be a really big deal.
Why is
especially
that?
by next week.
Why would that be a big deal?
Oh, because we'll bring it up next week, because I'll know.
I mean, you could bring it up next week. I mean,
No, I mean, seriously, did you meet up with him, yes or no?
fine. Yes, fine.
Okay, and did you guys play cards?
No. Cards?
Monopoly?
No.
Board game?
No.
Twister?
Nope.
So it's no contortionist kind of stuff at all?
No.
Everybody listen to her swallow her coffee again.
Did you hear that?
I did. It's like really loud.
I know.
You have to learn how to...
It's a hard gulp. You know, I just...
Okay, so there was no gameplay
No.
at all.
I mean, mentally, probably.
So you probably just sat there and talked while you're watching CNN or Fox News.
I don't think it was CNN. I don't know what it was, but there was just something on TV. I wasn't really paying much attention.
But you didn't talk about anything.
We spoke about what a POIC is, but like...
And he agreed that he was one.
I don't recall, honestly.
No. So at the end, or at least towards the end, nothing got more intense in conversation. No dead air, please. We don't do dead air.
I mean, he brought something up and was like, "Oh, I was annoyed about this," and I'm like, "Okay, you know, it's in the past. Okay, it is what it is. Some things should have just been left in the past, and I'm beating myself up for not leaving that in the past."
seemed to enjoy it at the moment.
I think it's just familiarity, to be honest, you know, but like just because of that, like it doesn't mean like it's a good thing. It doesn't mean it's right. It doesn't. No, for real. It doesn't. It doesn't. You know, I mean, what do you call a person who comes back once a month?
What do you call a person that takes one back once a month?
An idiot. An idiot.
I guess the answer is both ways.
Yeah. Yeah, but like he's a bad person. I'm not. So.
Wait a minute.
I was never the problem, you know?
Well, I see. So in Esther Bay's world.
Esther Bay's world.
Right. So she's never the problem. She's always the cause.
Not in this situation. I was so not the problem. I spoke to my friend Gabby about it.
Why did you two connect?
I don't know. This guy does this like once a month.
But you still do it once a month.
I shouldn't. I really shouldn't. Like,
so my question to you is, why did you two connect?
I don't know.
That's your answer?
I don't know what to say. This isn't something like I'm proud of. You know, this is something that like I'm upset with myself about. But, you know,
What are you having for dinner tonight?
Honestly, I'm not really sure. I kind of wanted to cook steak, but I'm not going back.
Who is the vice president of the United States?
Who was the vice
president?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. Did you say you don't know?
Oh.
We are in the United States of America.
Okay.
The most powerful country in the world.
Really?
And yet you don't even know who the vice president of the United States is?
No. I mean, I know who the president is.
Who?
Trump.
What's his first name?
Donald.
What's his middle name?
I don't know. Do you know his middle name?
I do.
Well, what is it?
It starts with a J.
Okay, go ahead. What is it?
I believe it's John.
Look it up right now.
It's not Jake.
Look it up right now. It's wrong.
That's Donald Trump's middle name. That was pretty rude. So, John.
Donald. Oh, shoot. He's right. Gosh.
You hate when I'm right.
I do.
Okay. So you don't know the vice president. I'm sorry. How old are you?
You never ask a woman her age.
I just did.
30. Again.
So over 30 years old. And you do not know the vice president of the United States.
I mean, I don't really have much of an interest for the vice president of the United States. Like the president is more like...
Eventually, there's a very cool possibility that the dude will become president after Donald John Trump will no longer be able to run. So then what happens if this person becomes a candidate for president? So I guess you should know that it is J.D. Vance. And you never even heard of the name before.
I have. I just don't really care.
Who did you vote for?
Who do you think I voted for?
I don't think you voted.
You don't think I voted?
Oh, don't.
Why would you say that?
Because you don't even know who. How can you vote when you don't know who the vice president?
I voted for the president.
No, see, there's a big piece of paper.
Oh, trust me, I know. I was there.
You're with J.D. Vance?
No. I was there voting.
Okay.
But I wasn't with J.D. Vance.
But J.D. Vance's name was there.
Yes.
Would you say, oh my God, who is this?
No, I just picked Republican Party.
I see.
Yeah.
Who was Trump running against? I don't remember that. Who was that?
Biden.
He was running against Biden. Can anybody correct this chick?
Wait, I'm wrong? No. And then he, what's it called? He backed out of the race.
He backed out of
What he did.
Okay. Guys, stick with that. We'll be back in a minute. Okay, we're live while Esther is posting away. So Esther said, so when we go back live again,
Oh boy.
am I going to have to like answer stupid questions again? Or like, am I going to tell you what, no, I messed up my,
Life,
yeah.
day, weekend.
But no, actually, I'm going to give you another quiz
Okay, let's do it.
because you're next.
Let's do it.
All right. How did you learn how to do tarot?
I learned myself.
What age?
21.
At 21 years old, you decided to learn tarot for entertainment for yourself?
No, to help other people.
Seriously, is that how you started?
No, it wasn't for entertainment for myself. I wanted to do it for other people. I wanted to help other people. Everyone has a question or question.
What's yours?
What's yours? I know, that's what you say.
So you can't take my line. That's like against the law.
I brought it up because of you, though.
Yeah.
That's why I said it.
All right. So
That's how you end your commercial. Everyone has a question.
That's right.
What's yours?
I did have somebody actually call me up. She was a bitter old lady. I hope she's watching this because she's an old bag. Anyway, she called me up and she left a message on my voicemail. I just saw your commercial. Nobody asks that question. Nobody asked that question. Who wants to know who's around? Why such a stupid commercial? You should take that commercial off.
You should take yourself off. How about that?
Well, I called her.
Huh?
I did. I called her up.
Oh, yeah?
I did. I said, ma'am,
Take yourself off.
clearly you have no idea what the hell I'm doing.
Clearly.
Most people that walk into my store ask that question. So you wouldn't want to know who's around you, if your mom is around you, your dad around you. Maybe if you lost a child, is that child around you? You wouldn't want to know that. And she said, no. I said, well, then you're pretty shallow. Have a nice day. And I hung up.
Good for you. I would not have stood for that. You know, I would have said some other words that were probably not very nice.
That would suit me how?
It wouldn't, honestly. And I do have great appreciation for you and how well and maturely you handled that.
Well, we both know that you have a bit of a temper.
A bit? I mean, come on, that's putting it nicely.
Yeah, you're definitely psychopathic.
Psychic or psychopath?
Psycho.
What?
No, you are a little psycho. You know that. I'm not telling you something you don't know.
True.
Come on. I mean, you're on borderline and mentally disturbed.
Right, mentally disturbed is like that one kid that came into your store like swaying. Remember? He was like swaying.
There's like somebody outside my store taking pictures of
you.
Not of me, of the sound healing or the other stuff. I don't know.
Go take him out?
No, it's a girl.
You want me to
now
take
she's
her?
walking this way.
Gosh.
That's a song, I think.
I'll go take her out. I got you.
No, you can't beat people up just at randomly. Hi.
Bye.
She was taking pictures. Hi.
Bye.
Wave hi. Wave hi. Wave hi to her. Ask her if she wants something, if she needs something. If she was taking pictures, go ask her. Hurry.
I mean, she has headphones in. She won't even be able to hear me.
Oh my God. Okay. We'll be right back. Yeah, I'm live. You can do whatever you want. I mean, you're just sitting there like texting. Did you call your mother?
No.
Oh, Chris, I'm going to call my mother. Okay, I'm going to call my mother. And then, like, I leave and you didn't call your mother?
No, I didn't.
Why?
I got distracted.
By who?
Air? I don't know. Light?
That would make sense. Esther Bay got distracted by air. What does that make you?
I don't know. I'm just, I'm a prisoner of my own mind today. I'm just going away in my thoughts and just thinking about the things I gotta do today.
Why don't you talk into the microphone with a little bit of robust energy here?
Hi. I had a latte.
I mean, I got one person sitting over there that can't stand on their own power, and you can't speak into a microphone.
Yes, I can.
Okay.
We're good.
Jesus. Okay, question.
Answer.
You decided to do tarot to help people.
Yes, I did.
what did you do for regular work while you're doing the tarot?
Still am a recruiter.
No, you didn't do it at 21 years old.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I
No, you
did.
didn't.
Yes, I did.
You did.
Yes, I did.
With the same company you're with now?
Different company.
Let me see.
Yes, I was a recruiter.
And you were a recruiter in a different company
Yes.
at 21 years old.
Yes.
And you were hiring people at 21.
Yep. Yeah. Crazy, right?
Well, I'm going to keep my mouth shut on that. Okay, so how'd you find that job? And when was that?
After college, so 2015,
Where?
in New York City,
Manhattan?
Manhattan, in the financial district.
Manhattan.
Manhattan.
There's no D.
I never said there was a D.
You said Manhattan.
You just said there was a D.
You said Manhattan. What are they doing
I
congregating
don't know.
outside my
I'm
store?
looking and I'm like, oh my gosh.
They're congregating out there like little heckled hens. Anyway, so you decided that you're going to help people no matter what. You're going to help people either get a job, or you're going to help people move forward, or you're going to help people get unstuck. So what is the satisfaction that you get when you do readings? Readings by Esther Bay. I see that on, I think it's Instagram.
It is on Instagram. Yeah, I use more of my personal Instagram page lately than that. I haven't really been using my readings Instagram page.
So I have a question. The TikTok tarot readers. Mm-hmm. What do you think of those?
I think some are real, some are not, to be honest.
Well, that goes in life and anything, doesn't it?
I know, right? Some people are real, some are not. Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, I have never seen a real TikTok reader in any way, shape, or form. I go on there, and I go on there as Psychic and the Genie, and I ask for a reading.
Yeah.
The lady wanted to know my birthday. I was like, well, is this lady buying me a present or something? Well, why is she need my birthday? I said, ma'am, not to confuse you, I don't want to be profiled. I just want a reading.
And what you say to that?
What do you mean profile? What kind of reading do you want? I said, well, you don't need my birthday. If you said you're a psychic, you don't need my birthday. You just give me a reading. She goes, well, that's how I do it. I need your birthday. I said, no, that's profiling me. She goes, well, I don't really know what you want, sir. I said, well, why don't you look me up?
And did she? What did she find?
Well, she saw the thing that says psychic, and then she goes, I'm done with you.
When was this?
I said, it was just recently.
I wish you took a screenshot of this conversation and posted it everywhere, you know?
But it is true. I mean, these people profile most readers. Well, any real psychic reader does not need your birthday, does not need to know your zodiac sign, does not need any of that. If you're a psychic or psychic medium, you do not need that. If you're a really good oracle or tarot card reader, you do not need somebody's birthday. You do not need to ask them questions, key questions that they can answer. Then you're going to know exactly how to fish more information out of them. Do you agree with that?
Oh, absolutely.
So there was a girl that wanted to read here, a lady, an older one. Her name is Virginia. And she wanted to read here, right? And so I said, okay, read the cards. And so she took out the cards, and she picked one up, and she goes, this one's pretty. I'm like, this chick belongs in a straitjacket. A straitjacket, I'm telling you. This one's pretty. This one means whatever. She didn't read the cards. She didn't even make sense of the cards. We have a studio audience right now. You know that, right?
Hello, studio audience, right now.
So do studio audience, the microphones cannot hear you, just so you know, so you're aware of that. But I'll relay the question. You can say the answer, then Esther will say what the answer was. She'll pretend to be your voice. Do you think that you can read oracle and tarot cards?
Yes.
Okay.
The contestant said yes.
her intestines said yes.
No, the contestant. I'm relaying.
She's not a contestant.
Oh, okay. She's not.
She's a studio audience.
She's a studio audience. The studio audience said yes.
We grasp that concept.
Okay. All right, cool. Just want to make sure we're getting somewhere.
We're definitely getting somewhere.
Getting somewhere.
Okay.
Got this.
So then why don't you read professionally if you think that you can read?
Where? Like.
No. You're supposed to be her.
Oh, so she said where?
Oh, thank you.
Welcome.
I would think if you were a really good reader that you can read pretty much anywhere. Don't you think so?
Right on.
That's what that means?
Right on.
Okay. So then, how come you have not proven to anyone that you can actually read cards?
She has. She has.
Thank you. And who is that to? Who did you prove that to?
Two people.
Two people in the whole world. But let's see.
Were they hot?
I mean, two women.
Were they hot?
Shut up. Two people in the whole world. In a bar, no less. They were probably tanked. Well, you should probably know this bar. You've been to every bar.
Hell no.
Hell no. Is that a nice little Jewish woman? Hell no. It's H-E. Oh, bless you. So it's H-E double toothpicks.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's what they call it. Hell no.
Hell no.
So one day, why don't you, studio audience, go and audition for a reading at a metaphysical store?
Like here at Psychic and the Genie.
Not here at Psychic and the Genie. She tried that. Anywhere. You tried it here, and you proved that you didn't know. All you said was the card's pretty.
Do I need to repeat that?
Yeah, what did she say?
Chris, Virginia. Chris, I'm going to relay this message to you. Virginia said that you said.
Right.
James from the Scented Dragon.
Right. Said?
James said that she belongs to a different metaphysical shop.
Yeah, I have no idea what that means.
From the Scented Dragon.
I have no idea what that means.
He asked one day when she was there. Somebody asked, does she work there?
Oh. Well.
And James said that she belongs to another metaphysical shop. I don't know you belong to anyone.
Yeah, I didn't know she belonged to any metaphysical shop. She doesn't belong to any metaphysical shop. That's just the thing. So if you could truly read and read well, because everybody here is vetted, like, to my standards, you tried it. All you told me that there was a pretty card. And you didn't give me the actual real reading. And you know that. You know you didn't.
That's impressive. She does better without cards.
Yeah, that doesn't work either.
Hey, Chris, can I get a reading later?
No.
Please?
Why don't you get it from her?
Oh, I need a reading from you.
She could do better than me, she said.
I need Chris.
No, I can hear. I can hear it through the microphones.
I need
I just okay, you can shut up now. So anyway, people that come in, I've had numerous people come in to wanting to do readings here. Once I tell them that they're not allowed to ask any questions, and they can't ask you questions, you can't ask them questions, they said, well, then that's how I read. How do I read? And they never showed up again. So why do you think that is? I'm speaking to her.
Why do I think that is? Because you rejected them.
I didn't reject them. I told them the rules.
It doesn't seem like they like to follow those rules. It seems like they have a different way of reading, and that is not to your standards.
Well, is it to yours? Do you think that you should be able to ask people questions and have lead-on questions and give a cold reading to people?
No.
I'm being truthful and honest, right?
Yeah.
So are you?
Am I what? Being truthful and honest?
So you're very smart there. You put two and two together. Do you think you should be able to ask questions?
No, I believe you should give them information, not ask them.
Totally agree. We'll be right back. In closing, on this wonderful podcast that was like,
All over the place?
well, it was kind of interesting thing that you know about the pyramids now. And you know about you messing up this weekend.
I do. I own up to stuff that I do if I'm wrong. I will always own up to it if I'm wrong.
Okay. And everybody knows why you started reading tarot cards. How come you don't read Oracle?
I do read Oracle as well. Tarot does tend to be my favorite, though.
Why? It seems like a lot of rules for you. I mean, there is much more rules in tarot than there is in Oracle. And that's a fact.
There are. This is true.
So why is a rule-breaking woman like you... So, well, we both know that you break rules.
Rules were meant to be broken. Not laws. Rules. Huge difference. Okay.
I don't even know where to go with that one. Okay, so, all right, so... Where did I even end up? Because you threw me completely off there. Do I need
You
to
asked me why I don't read Oracle, and I do. I just prefer tarot.
And I'm asking you why.
I think it's the comfortability because that's what I learned with first, and I stuck with it.
Do you find it hard to read Oracle because it's intuitive reading Oracle, and it is rule following? It's my opinion. Because the wands mean something, the coins mean something, the cups mean something, right?
Yeah.
But if you read Oracle, you don't have those objects.
Yeah.
You have to read it intuitively. That's why I like Oracle better than tarot. Because what happens if you have the same card for me as in the same card for Joey?
Well,
Wands are wands, cups are cups, testicles are testicles. I mean, or pentacles, whatever they are. I don't know. How do you differentiate?
it's different. It's different per person. That's the part where I use my intuition.
Let me see. So you prefer tarot
I do.
instead of Oracle.
I do. I don't mind using both during my readings, though.
I don't know. I cannot use any card. I mean, I can read cards, mind you. I could take a whole deck and read you.
I know.
But I can read business cards too. Or I can read playing cards as well.
That's impressive. My mom does that, the playing cards.
But do you know why she does that?
That's how she learned.
No, because she doesn't need them.
That's so cool.
She doesn't need them. She's using them as a crutch.
Like you say, I use my cards as
A crutch. That's correct. Because you hit on things that the card's really not saying. And you'll say it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's my
That's
intuition.
the way you're supposed to
my
read.
intuition that's saying it.
So just reading the card or saying it's pretty does nothing for the person. So the way you're doing it is you're reading it intuitively. I think Oracle actually would work better for you down the road because I think that would back you off of the structured thing of tarot.
Yeah.
And then eventually you get rid of Oracle as well and you read with nothing.
Yeah. Crazy, right?
You can. That's what Jessica did.
I know. You and I had quite a few conversations about that.
And she was just on my podcast yesterday.
Nice.
And if you ever watch the damn podcast, then you'll know.
Usually send it to me.
No, yeah, but that you just watch you.
That's not true.
You just watch you.
That's not true.
Tell me one you watched that wasn't you.
With Kaylee.
That's pretty vague, seeing that she was on most of them.
I've literally watched a few with Kaylee. And I do like them. I do. Why are you staring at me like I'm doing something
You're
wrong?
playing tiddlywinks.
'Cause I'm cold.
You're cold.
I'm cold.
Is there a way that you can shut that phone off? We can actually hear the vibration just from that. We'll be able to hear people talking outside. But we cannot, the microphone cannot hear it. Only we can. It's really weird. You know that?
It is very.
Do you know that if you took that bell right there of Kaylee's and you bang the bell right here like this, bing, the microphone won't pick it up.
Yeah. That's so weird, right?
Because the microphone knows and only to pick up a voice that is right next to it.
Yeah.
That's it. It gets rid of all the other stuff. Hence the reason it doesn't really pick up anything other than what's right here. Any last words before we're done for today?
Nope. Well, let me just not F up for next week.
No, I'm sure you're going to be fine next week. I heard you were going on vacation. So where are you going?
I'm not.
Let's see. So your vacation is canceled?
What vacation? You mean going to New York?
The one that you were planning.
I wasn't really planning one.
Is that right? Okay. You remember that. So did you call your mom?
No, I did not. I'll probably call her after today because I got
After today? That means tomorrow.
No, like after readings today, because I do know I have like 2 more people coming in that are scheduled. So I'm super excited to.
I told you somebody's coming in at 4.
I know.
So you cannot.
I know. I'm excited. I'm going to change their life, you know?
Wait a minute. You can't change your life?
That's like taking your own advice. Can you take your own advice?
I have.
Well, I'm not there yet, unfortunately.
Well, you're a child yet.
A child yet?
You're a child yet. That means you're still a child.
Apparently so.
I mean, it's good to be a child.
Yeah.
My child's 35.
Keeps you young.
He turned 35 on the 30th of April.
I love that. That's awesome. I hope you got him a pretty banging birthday gift.
I did. I called him.
Great gift. It's awesome.
It's the gift of saying,
Of life.
I love you.
Of life.
Yes.
Life. Hey, you're here because I gave you life.
That's right. I gave you life, so I don't have to give you anything else because that's the most precious thing. Life is the most precious thing. I give him the most precious gift. So I don't have to give him anything else. So that's just the way it's going to be. Do you understand that?
Understood.
All right. Let's close this out. Say goodbye to everybody.
Bye.
Have a nice day, everyone. Talk to you tomorrow.